Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, I'm Fira Desyanti, and in this video, I'm going to discuss about text types, which is very important to know in translation production, and also the translation strategies that come with each type. So, so typically there are six common types of scientific and technical text. There are manuals, applications and proposals, reports and scientific papers, presentations and regulatory documents, and also popular sites. And each of these requires a slightly different transition approach. So let's just see. The first is we have manuals. So these types of texts basically aim to explain how to do or use something. So they come in forms like tutorials, guides, reference manuals, and online help. And each one is designed for a different user's level, for from beginners to experienced users. And then in translating these types of text, sentence should be split into separate steps to enhance clarity and also use simple action-based language and keep the instruction in logical order. And then the terms must be used the same way every time. And then next we have application and proposals. These are formal documents and often used in academic or business settings. They are structured documents with specific sections like abstract, biographies, cover letter, project description, schedule, and budget, and each part serves a distinct purpose. So translators should use a micro strategy for the full document and micro strategies for each section. And then next is reports and scientific papers, which is another major category. They typically follow a structure like IMRAD, introduction, methods, results, and discussions. And in translating this type of text, we should be precise, use correct scientific terms, and make sure the sentences are clear and grammatically correct. Case studies are part of this category but are more complex. They combine objective data with subjective commentary. The challenge in translating this text is switching between the technical to the narrative styles without losing consistency. And then moving on to presentations. So these texts are meant to support spoken communication. So the main goal is in translating them is to keep the text short, simple, and clear. We also need to pay attention to space and layout because longer translation might affect the design. So stay within the space of the original slides unless the client approves changes. And then next is regulatory documents. So these are legal or standard-based documents. They must be translated with exact precision. Terminology should follow legal or industry-specific norms. Also, in translating these, always double-check figures, units, and compliance with regulatory style guides if available. And then next is popular science. This text is aimed to explain scientific ideas to general audience. They often combine technical language with storytelling. And in translating this type of text, we must simplify complex terms while also keeping the text accurate and interesting for the general audience. And then finally, understanding the structure of a text helps us decide how to translate it. Some texts are cohesive, meant to be read from start to finish, while the other are modular, where each section can stand alone and designed to be read individually in no particular order. And there are also hybrid texts that combine both the cohesive and modular, and each type needs a slightly different strategies. And then, yeah, that's the end of my presentations. Each text type needs a specific translation strategies, and understanding the structure and purpose of the text helps us make better translation decisions. And I think that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.